Now, when Travon Walker was drafted #1 overall in last year's draft by the Jacksonville Jaguars, I was like, what the hell are the Jacksonville Jaguars doing? They're doing it once again. And all my homeboys had to calm me down. They was like, JT, you gotta chill. I was like, hell no, I don't need to chill. They should have drafted Aiden Hutchinson. Did you not see what he did with the Detroit Lions last year? What was Travon Walker doing? But it was like, JT, even though he's a developmental prospect, he has a lot of upside. He brings a lot of versatility to the team. So give him a chance. So I was like, okay. I'm going to give this dude a chance, right? And his rookie season was okay for rookie standards. Even though he was the #1 overall pick, you expect, kind of elite production right away with some of the previous guys who've been taken #1 overall or top 3 as edge rushers, such as Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa. Those guys were elite right out the gate. Even Josh Allen. So Travon Walker really needs to deliver for the Jags this year. And this is why I really feel like the Jaguars need Travon Walker to break out this season. Everybody, well, not everybody, but some people out there, a good amount of people out there, believe that the Jaguars are capable of making it to the Super Bowl this year. Now, I don't think the Jaguars are a Super Bowl team this year. I think they're a year away. You have concerns on the offensive line, and plus, your pass rush doesn't really look all that good on paper this year. You lost Dwayne Smoot and Arden Key in free agency. And your most reliable pass rushers that you have are Josh Allen and who else? Travon Walker needs to be a breakout player for the Jags this year. He needs to deliver on that #1 overall hype. Because when you look at all the teams that are Super Bowl contenders, what do they all have in common? They all have the ability to get pressure on the quarterback. Look at the 4 teams who were in this past year's conference championship games. The Eagles, they could get pressure on the quarterback. The 49ers, they could get pressure on the quarterback. Cincinnati Bengals, Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard. The Kansas City Chiefs, Chris Jones, and whoever else. The Jacksonville Jaguars aren't going to go far in the playoffs if they don't have a great pass rush. I'm not saying you need an elite pass rush, but you need to have a good, consistent pass rush. And Travon Walker, if he doesn't develop this year, it's going to be a really big hindrance for the Jaguars this season. And plus, it's going to be really concerning. And let me remind you that this isn't the first developmental pass rusher that the Jaguars have drafted in the first round. Y'all remember Caleb Von Chasen? Some of y'all may not. I still remember him because I didn't like that selection either. I was looking at that pick the same way I was looking at this pick. Like, what the hell are you doing? Stop with these developmental projects, man. If I'm picking somebody in the first round, if I'm Trent Baalke, I need somebody who can come produce for me. The Jaguars don't have a good history with first-round picks. When's the last time the Jaguars re-signed one of their first-round selections? Jalen Ramsey, gone. Leonard Fournette, gone. We're not going to talk about Blake Bortles. So it's just, when you look at the Jaguars, Travon Walker really needs to deliver this season if this is going to be a deep playoff run or a Super Bowl caliber team. If the Jaguars don't have an elite or a consistent pass rush, they're going to get carved up by Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow and some of the other elite quarterbacks in this conference. Because one thing about those quarterbacks, if you can't get a consistent pass rush on them late in games, they're going to carve you up. And you can say, oh, JT, Jacksonville hung with Kansas City. They did. But in the big moments, what did this defense do? They folded because they didn't have a consistent pass rush. You need a consistent pass rush to get guys like Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes off the damn field. So you really need Travon Walker to deliver, and he has shown flashes. But this season, you don't need any more flashes. You don't need to hear any more potential speeches. You need to actually see some damn production. The NFL is a production-based league. And when it comes, a production-based league, I said lead. And if you don't produce and you're not productive, it's a really big red flag. It doesn't take long for a pass rusher to come into his own. Max Crosby was a mid-round pick. It's arguably one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. Alex Highsmith, mid-round selection, had 14 sacks this past year. It doesn't take long to figure out if a guy is an elite pass rusher or not. Elite pass rushers normally pop off within 1 or 2 years. So if Travon Walker doesn't have a promising second season, it's going to be really concerning when it comes to the future of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Because when you miss on the first round pick, it kind of holds you back a little bit. Now, it won't hold them back too much because they got Trevor Lawrence and they got a really good team. And they could easily be able to overcome that. But if Travon Walker doesn't hit, it's going to be another first round whiff for the Jacksonville Jaguars.